That made me that made me inhaled and I released this high, sets me free. No pressure from the world, even though it made me breathe. Look inside of me before you judge me, because I just might be who you don't want me to be. Please forgive me for my recklessness. I've been thinking about Gator and how I'm wrecking shit.
Hi guys, welcome back to our platform. And when I mean our platform, it's you, it's me, it's Chris, it's anyone that wants to come out here and talk to us about anything that's going on in their lives or what they're feeling, or if I just have something that I just want to start talking about, I can get on here and talk as well. This is a safe place for us. So before we get into this, please like, subscribe, comment, share, anything that can keep this platform going. I have Chris here with me. Me and Chris has been friends for, how long have we been friends?
A long time. I say over 15 years.
Over 15 years, right?
Yeah. Over 15 years. Well, 2020 we met, and I think it was 2003 or 2004. I don't know. It's over 15 years though.
But this has been my ride or die. He has been there through my breakups, my makeups, my terrible hair days. There's a lot of things that he does know, and he never judged me. So Chris came over and was kind of telling me a little bit about a relationship issue that he has been going through, and I'm trying to give him some insight. So I said, you know what, why not just bring it to the platform and let's all talk about it.
Well, it's not a relationship issue.
What is it?
I believe that it's something that should be shared. But anyway, the topic of it all is dating with the expectation of marriage, but leading up to disappointment, so to speak.
So that means, alright, so that means you have a girlfriend.
You can say that.
And the girlfriend feels that y'all are gonna get married.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I believe, here's what I believe. I believe that this person who I've been dating for a while believes that there's an opportunity of long-term relationship leading up to marriage and so on and so forth. The only problem with that is I'm not at that stage. So
Does she know that?
I would assume that she does. I mean, the only reason why I say that is because I've always mentioned it in like a 3 to 6 month period at a time. Like, listen, you understand that we're just going with the flow of things. I'm not really into long relationships because I'm not committed to that at this point. I mean, these conversations have come about, but it'd be such an extended amount of time afterwards, and we're still together and pursuing things and doing things together and, you know, participating as a couple does. With the expectation of long term, but end up coming to a disappointing end.
But does she know that you do not want to get married? It's like, I just feel like maybe some people have the expectation because you're giving them that vibe. You're giving them that, oh my God, he's about to pop the question any day vibe.
It's quite possible.
So are you giving off that vibe?
You know what? It's different. The vibes are different because I'm the type of person who treat whoever I'm dealing with a lot of respect, with a lot of comfortability, and just a lot of, you know, a lot of good vibes when we're together.
Okay, so
And it happens all the time. It happens all the time, every time we meet, every time we get up and go out, whatever the case may be. And
so then what's the problem?
what's the problem with what?
How did she figure out that y'all supposed to be getting married? Like, what went wrong? And then
I don't
it led
know.
to
It's just,
disappointment.
you know what? Not, and it's not to say concrete, like we're going to get married. You know, in a matter of such a time, you can feel that. It's just the vibe that's given. And then it's the vibe that's given with, I guess, that person's intent that this could be a long-term thing. I may be getting married one day with this particular person. I've never had this type of love. I've never had this type of whatever from this person.
And you're not thinking that way.
No.
Why you seem like you're so scared to say no?
I'm not scared to say no.
You just is like,
I'm not scared to say no.
no.
I'm not scared to say no. I didn't say no. I
You
said,
gotta be, if you really feel the no, you gotta say no.
I said no. Like that.
So then, what's the next step? So does it go to a breakup, or does the person feel like they're gonna wait for you to be ready, or?
You see, that's the thing. I mean, from my perspective, it's unfortunately it's a heart breakup. It's a heartbreak breakup.
For how many years though? Can't be that long.
No.
Come on, man.
Not that long. Not that long.
But if it's not that long, why do you think about marriage?
I don't know. That okay.
Well, don't hold it back.
No, it's not me holding it back. I'm trying to figure out a way to say this. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a good way to say this. Think about marriage because of the consistency with the caring, the sharing, the protecting. I don't know, just the overall real close experience with that person. You get what I'm saying?
So they think that you're going to get down
So
on
they
one knee
think
next
one time, yeah, I will get down on one knee, just going out to places, doing things different other than what that person had. And constantly doing is meeting the parents, meeting the kids if they have any, things of that nature. They figure in the long term, this might be the one right here.
and you ain't it.
And you know what? It sounds it's crazy, man, because I don't want it to sound like I'm this this heartless being, but I'm not. It's just that's just how it is, unfortunately, at this moment. I mean, I guess when you date, right? When you date, the long-term effect of that is to build commitment to each other, and then eventually, in the long run, become even more closer to marriage, right?
But who says you have to get married to love each other?
Well, that's true.
You don't have to get married to be in a committed relationship with that person and living with them. So why does it have to be a pressure of being married? That's the big question.
Well, it's a big well, it's an assumption.
By who? Who made that assumption? The other person?
The other person.
But you never proposed, okay, so why don't we just live together? Why we just don't be how the way we are without getting married? Because I'm not into that. Like, did you put that on the table?
I have.
No, nothing.
I have. I put that on the table, and it's heard, it's listened, but I don't know if it's. I don't know if it's. Yeah, I don't know if it's.
It's not registered.
Registered. Yeah, that's a good word. And it's because of. It could be just because of the consistency of how I am as a person.
That should not change anything. Because she has that consistency, because she has that love, because she has that support, because she feels safe, she should not mess that up and kind of force you into marrying her, kind of like all or nothing. And some people don't want to get married. Some people feel like they don't have to get married to love you. They don't have to get married to be there for you. And I don't think you guys kind of make us feel that if I don't marry you, then all hell breaks loose. I think girls think, I'm going to be real honest with you, I think we be thinking that if you marry us, you won't cheat.
Say it again?
If you marry us, you won't cheat. That's what we be having in our heads sometimes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well,
Can't see that?
yeah, I can see that. I actually can't see that. I think
Right.
that's true.
So that's they use that as kind of a crutch.
You know what? He's mine.
He's mine. He's my
not gonna,
husband.
yeah, he's my husband.
He's
Right.
not going to cheat on me, and that's what I want. Because until he says we're getting married, that means he's still open to see other women. That's what we put in our heads. You never look at it that way. Some type of security, no. We look at it as.
Actually, no. I have looked at. Excuse me. I have looked at it like that, where once the marriage is done and everything else, that it's just me and him, and that's it. Nobody else, no third party, no nothing of that. It's just.
Is that what you're afraid of?
No, I'm not afraid of that. Where am I? That's a good question. That's a good question. But you know, I'm not really a cheater. But
ever since I know you, you've been a man of pleasure.
Oh, we got it.
You gotta go there.
How we got it?
You gotta go there.
Oh,
You always been like that.
But you know what? When we met each other, when you and I met each other,
right.
this was back in my bachelor days.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's why
But bachelor means what? Let's break it down. Bachelor means what? Not married, right?
Not married.
All right. So where you at now?
I'm not married.
So you still a bachelor?
No, I'm not a bachelor.
What the heck? So what
Not
you?
a bachelor.
So then what
Just
are
a
you?
grown man.
You're not even convincing me right now. So how you gonna convince the viewers?
I'm definitely not a bachelor. I mean, a bachelor is different. A bachelor is a guy that just, at least in my opinion, a bachelor is a guy who's, just single living, sticking and moving, without a care, and, living his life or whatever the case may be.
And you're committed. Just not on paper. That's what you're trying to explain?
I'm a committed individual. I am. But I don't know, there's just something about marriage that I just don't lead up to. I mean, I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like, I think marriage is a beautiful thing. I really do. And
What's so beautiful about it?
just the bond, that two-person bond of marriage that can't be broken.
But you can do that without being married.
That is true. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. It's just
pressured that they need to be married.
I don't know. That's just an assumption
Right.
that I've always thought. Another person would have, another individual would have over somebody else.
Nothing is. I feel like marriage is a choice. Marriage is something that you chose to do because you want to do it. It does not change the relationship. Marriage should not define the type of relationship we have. It's a choice. It says, okay, bam. Okay, like me, I chose to get married for whatever reason I chose to. That doesn't mean that if I am not married, I still won't be happy. Marriage doesn't make me or break me. And it shouldn't make you or whoever or break them. It's just how you live with that person, how you respect that person, how you love that person. You don't have to get married for that person to feel like, okay, now I feel safe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I think society put that in everybody's head, like, I think society, the Bible. They put it in everybody's head that if you're not married, you're doing a whole bunch of bad things. So you got to get married. Because you don't want to go to hell. So you got to get married. It's not that deep, y'all. Y'all gotta stop letting society control y'all. You let you control you. You control your own feelings.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense right there.
That's what happens. They'll be like, oh, the Bible said, I don't get married, then I'm going to hell. And I don't want to go. I'm not going to hell for him. But yet he's the one that's loving you. How many people that you know died and said that because I had sex out of wedlock, I'm in hell? You met somebody like that before? You talked to somebody that's in hell?
That's true.
So what's up?
How do you know?
How do you know? So stop living for the unknown. Y'all too busy living for the unknown. If you're going to love the person, love the person. You want to get married, get married. If you don't want to get married, don't get married. You still stay who you are. What is wrong with that?
That's true. That's true. I don't know. For some reason, I always thought that, it could be that too. I don't know. But I always thought that, it was always an assumption of getting married is like a safe haven,
Right.
and it's, it could be a religion thing or something like that too, but you're right. I mean, that shouldn't change anything.
It shouldn't. And I think sometimes if we took the time to break it down to one another, we might understand. We might. I don't mean
Right,
it's 100%, we won't understand, but at least give us that chance. Sit me down, just like, you know what, Case? I love you. But I'm gonna be real honest with you, I'm not the marrying type. I love you, I'll be there with you, but I can't marry you because that's not in me. And give me that choice to be like, you know what, if you can promise me, let's make it a promise.
Pinky swear?
If you can pinky swear that you'll never leave me and you'll be there, then you don't have to get married. But you have to make me feel comfortable. You have to actually make me feel like you're sincere. And it's just not me that you don't want to marry.
See, that's what I mean by, that right there is what I mean by dating with the assumption of marriage. Because they figure dating, in the long term with how we are close or how we do things or whatever the case may be, it'll lead up to that one day of being married.
Because that's what they fed us since we were small. In order for you to be happy, you have to be married. If a man loves you, they will marry you. If a woman loves you, she'll agree to marry you. That's what we were brought up with from generation to generation. We can't break that cycle. And then now when you try to do something different, they're looking at you like, whoa, I gotta leave you because you don't want to marry me, but the next dude will, knowing that you're the one that's been there. So we gotta be able to break the cycle. We gotta be able to talk to one another. We gotta be able to do different commitments. It's not only one way or nothing. It has to be different routes.
I agree.
So we gotta make a difference. You can't just let something go because of the failure of the assumption of being married. We gotta talk more. If we talk, then sometimes with us, you gotta be a little soft, you know? You gotta pour your heart out. Yeah, pour your heart out a little bit, with a little tear or something, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We like words, but y'all is like more straight to the point. I'm not marrying you. What? No. I never told you that I'm married. Where did you get this from? And now all of a sudden we crazy.
Well, I understand that, but sometimes the blunt way is the way to get it across.
It's not.
Like, look, there's no. Why should I dance and sing a song, put up a projector? You know what I mean? I know once. Why should I do all that? Just tell you straight up. Like, listen, I'm sorry, but this is not happening.
Okay, but then what is the next step? If this is not happening, what is happening? Where is that clarification at? Where is our safe haven?
Our safe haven is in our memories.
You need to stop. You need to stop. You need to stop.
No. You know what? The safe haven is still being a part of each other's lives. I mean, I know it doesn't lead up to these high expectations of marriage or anything like that, but still being a part of each other's lives, especially when you build so much time within one another. I still believe that safe haven can be there.
But you need to say that because don't forget, in our mind, it's marriage or nothing. And you don't really know what other pressure that person's getting. Oh, you've been with him for how many? He's still ain't pop the question, girl. Please, I would leave. You don't know what's going on. You have to be able to break that, and you're not doing that.
That's the same thing on the fellas' end too. I mean, you also
it's
get
the
that.
Same thing, but if we talk about it, I bet you come to an agreement.
That's true. I agree with that.
We gotta talk more.
Makes sense.
Right?
We do.
Something else.
Absolutely, no. Absolutely, we do. Absolutely. I mean, that's what, communication is key of all.
Right.
Communication is key of all. That should be, like in my book, that's number one.
Right.
I mean, obviously you have loyalty and all this stuff, but I think communication is key of all. All right? And then everything else kind of follows in its place.
So you're going to get on the phone and start over?
Excuse me.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in, because he's gonna go off in like 2 seconds.
I'm
Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Thank you, Chris, for coming out here.
Yeah,
I
it was a pleasure.
appreciate
It was
you.
cool. It was cool. It was good
I
seeing you too.
appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. No problem at all.
And then we see you guys later.
All right.
Bye.
No pressure from the world, even though it may be brief. Look inside of me before you judge me, because I just might be who you don't want me to be.